So recently I made a video about the 5 worst things about being an author. And by the end of that video, I realized that I really have a lot to be thankful for. So today I want to make another video, but this time it's the 5 best things about being an author. Hi, my name is Seth. I'm a full-time fantasy author and I make YouTube videos about being a writer. If that sounds like something you would be interested in, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next video. So today I want to talk about the 5 best things about being an author. Now, we are going to take this backwards, starting from 5 and going to 1, but also remember, this is my list. So these are my 5 favorite things about being a writer. There are a million reasons that you should be writing too. In fact, I would recommend it for everybody. Writing is a great skill to develop. It's going to help you in your personal life. It can help you in your professional life. And frankly, it's just a lot of fun. So I want to talk about these 5 things that I really enjoy about writing. The first is that I get to read books first. I know that sounds kind of silly, but there's a certain subsection of books that I get to read before anybody else gets to read them. And they're my books. And that's really exciting to me. Not only do I get to read these books first, but it's like playing a game. Really, storytelling is in a lot of ways a game. But because I'm writing the novel first, before I share it with anybody, it's like I get to play my very own choose your own adventure. Having grown up playing choose your own adventure games and role-playing games, I love this process. It's just really fun to do. And in a lot of ways, writing a novel is like a solo version of one of those games. It's a storytelling game. And it doesn't just have to be books. It can be short fiction, it can be flash fiction, it can be novellas. It doesn't really matter. It can be poetry. But there's a joy in the creating process and in the exploratory process that I think a lot of people are missing out on because they don't practice writing. Like I said, I'm a huge proponent of anybody and everybody practicing writing, and I think you should do it too. So that brings us to number 4. My 4th favorite thing about being a writer is the process of self-improvement that happens as you write. As with any task, and this isn't just with writing, I found this with really anything that you do on a consistent basis for a long period of time. You get better at it. Naturally, you just improve in skill. Your brain slowly sorts through all of the habits that you have and it picks the best ones and it repeats those ones and then it repeats them some more and then it refines them some more and then it repeats them some more. And through this long process, you just get better at doing the thing. Well, with writing, I've really found that it's not just my writing that has improved. My ability to speak has improved. My vocabulary has improved. The quickness with which I can engage in conversation has improved. So there are a lot of pieces of my life that have been really improved because I write consistently. And like I said, you don't have to be a novelist in order to do this. You don't have to be a published author. You just have to write. And maybe your way of expressing yourself is through poetry, or maybe it's through dirty limericks. I don't know. But the point is that doing this process, playing this game, right, of writing consistently is going to help you improve over time. And it's not just going to be your writing that improves, it's going to be your conversation skill, it's going to be your ability to put stories together, it's going to be your ability to recognize what you're reading. Really, you just improve in all sorts of different areas related to language and writing. So then the third thing that I think is really cool about being a writer is getting to connect with other people over things that I really enjoy. I really enjoy the genre I write in. I really enjoy fantasy. I really enjoy games. I really enjoy Gamelit. And Gamelit is the connection of those, right? It's the fantasy and the games put together. And I really enjoy all of those things. And so getting to connect with readers who also enjoy those things, or even other authors who really enjoy those things, people who like writing in that space. I've made so many great friends and I've met so many cool people, and it's just so fun to get that connection between people. Because we largely live online these days, it can be really hard to make social connections. And writing is a fantastic way to make social connections. There are writing groups everywhere who want people to join, and these are great communities. There are very few communities that I've ever been a part of that have been as open and welcoming as the writing community. If you're not sure where to start, but you're interested in plugging into a writing community, go ahead and send me a message and I'd be absolutely happy to point you in the right direction. Or you can come over and join our community. We have a great community over on the Novaterra Discord. The link will be down in the description. And you can come on over, you can join, you can hang out with us, you can chat with us. And we really like to talk about the worlds that I've built through my novels. But you can just come and hang out. And if you've got your own worlds, that's awesome too. I'd love to hear about them. So then the second thing that I really love about being a writer is getting to learn more about the world. Now, this happens through research. When I'm doing research for a novel, when I'm trying to figure out what is going into the novel, when I'm trying to figure out how my hero is going to get out of a situation, or what kind of food they're going to be growing on their farm. As I do all of this research, I learn more about the world. But I also get to learn more about people, because as I write and as I give my writing to other people, I learn what resonates with them. I learn what falls flat. I learn how they think and what they think about. And all of those things are just really fascinating to me. We live in a world that is just so full and rich. There's so much life around us. And I'm just fascinated by studying that life. And writing is a great vehicle for doing that. It's a great vehicle for exploring this amazing world we live in and the amazing people who live in it with us. And that brings me to the number one thing, the thing I love the most about being a writer. I love getting to explore new worlds. I mentioned just a second ago that I really love exploring our world. I really love getting to know people who are in our world. And that's very true. But you know what I also love? I also love going places that nobody has ever been before. You know, I often think that if I had lived way back in the day, I would have been an explorer. I would have been somebody who pushed the boundaries of the physical space that people knew about in whatever community I was part of. And I would have gone out into the wilderness to explore and to see what was actually out there. Well, there aren't very many places in this world that we can do that anymore, because I'm not particularly interested in going places where there are no people. So going down to Antarctica seems cool. I'm not super into it because there's nobody there that I can talk to once I get there. Going down to the bottom of the ocean, again, seems cool, but I don't speak fish, so I'm just not as interested. But getting to explore a fantasy world where there are different civilizations, where there are different people, where there are people with different worldviews than me that have interesting experiences, I love getting to explore those places. And reading for a long time has been the way that I have explored those spaces. But now I explore those spaces by writing them. This is going to sound really strange, but if you understand the infinite world hypothesis, it means that when I write a story, it's theoretically possible that that world actually exists somewhere, and that the people in that world are the characters in my story. And I don't actually believe that that is truly happening. But in some sense, it is. In some sense, I'm able to explore this space with these new people who I never otherwise would have met. I get to walk in their world. I get to watch as they interact with each other. I get to understand the intricacies of their relationships, and I get to see them at their best and their worst. I get to see their moments of high heroism, and I get to see their moments of despair. And I get to see how hope runs through all of that. That is what I absolutely love about writing. The opportunity to explore these new worlds, these new spaces, and the opportunity to share what I've learned with other people, to share what I've experienced with my readers. There's just something really magical about that. But like I said, I think anybody can do this, and I think anybody can benefit from it. If you're a writer, or you're thinking about becoming a writer, let me know what you love about writing down in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. If you like this kind of content, especially, please like the video, because then I know that you want more of this kind of content. As I said earlier in the video, don't hesitate to reach out if you're looking for a community. We've got a great one, and we'd love for you to be part of it.